Hi everyone, it's Heidi from Flutter by Heidi, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based here in the United Kingdom. And today's project is showing you how to make a pretty gift bag, but when you haven't got 12 by 12 paper. So this is using 6 by 6 paper. And it makes really quite a decent sized box. So it's about 5.5 inches tall, and it's kind of 3 inches on the main part, but by the time you've got the sides it's actually so 5 inches on the sides as well. So good sized box. Used a couple of things here. The first one is a beautiful Tags in Bloom stamp set. So this is one that is in the Celebration offering. It is more expensive one because it's a £90 spend to get it, but it coordinates with this Label Me Lovely and the Label Me Fancy Punch as well. But the Label Me Lovely, which is my favourite. And you've got the stamps that do this lovely stitched effect that you then punch out, and then it sits on the front of this one here as well. And then lovely 2-stage photopolymer, so you've got the stamps to infill your flowers as well, so you haven't actually got to colour those if that's not for you. As you can see, it's got a nice contrasting base. This is using the Dressed Up paper. I keep calling it Dressed to Impress. Best Dressed paper even, not even Dressed Up, which is the one that has lovely florals, and I'm going to use one of those here. But you've got florals and you've got these lovely lipstick and makeup images. So again, small floral papers here. One that really sort of I found gorgeous. I mean, you've who can resist? You've got these lovely papers with these little images that you can cut out, stripes, which would be great for masculine cards. Anyway, it's in the spring range, so if you like that paper, don't forget to get it before June. So that's the other paper that I'm going to use, which is one that's backed with these shoes. So you need 2 sheets of 6 by 6. I've used a bit of, it's actually a retired lovely lipstick ribbon. It was actually spring last year, and I was having a bit of a clear out, and I thought I could do with using this up. It's one thing I don't use a lot of ribbon. I probably ought to use more, but I just don't get round to it. It's like, oh yeah, there's so much stuff. Anyway, so all I've done is I've just done a self-tied bow, as you can see there. In fact, I've done a rubbish bow. I'll just redo that. So keep those nice and flat and just pull it back on itself until you get the desired size of bow. And then the little bulldog clips, I just picked those up in a local stationery store that I've got in the village. So a shout out to the lovely Annika at PSW, because she's a fabulous artist and lovely lady, girl. She's younger than me, aren't you? Yeah, her birthday last week, so yeah, I'm kind of feeling a little bit, getting a bit old. Anyway, so we've made our bow. All I've done then is I've just got these little mini bulldog clips, and I'm just using my glue dots to pop on the back of that. These glue dots are really great and super sticky, and I'm just popping that just on that top section. And it's a great way to close a little gift bag up without sort of having to punch holes and things as well. So, you know, Stampin' Up aren't doing them at the moment. We have had bulldog clips in the past, but these are just a standard kind of chrome one. So good stationery store, I'm sure, will have some. So let's get started then. Clear the decks. So you're going to need 2 pieces of 6 by 6, as I've said, and you're going to want your trimmer. Reminder, if your paper has a direction on it, just bear that in mind, but you do want them to go in the same direction, both pieces, so that they kind of continue together. I suppose one way thing you could do is actually just attach those, but this I just find easier to do in a very organised way. So both pieces of paper, and you're going to score not too hard. Remember, we are talking about paper here, at 3 inches and 5.5 inches. Turn once to the left and score at 1/2 inch, like so. So again, making sure your paper's the same orientation, at 3 inches, at 5.5 inches, once to the left, and score on the right hand side at 1/2 inch. Okay. Now, I'm going to leave my trimmer out just while I do this next little bit. So fold your skinny bits like so, and you're going to come in with your, not with your ribbon scissors, just cut the bottom corner off where you've got the skinny bit and the base, and then fold in half and just cut across there and cut across the corner there, and then just trim a little bit off the top. So you're going to end up with a piece that looks like this. So wide, slightly narrower. And on the slightly narrower bit, fold that skinny bit in and then line at the point and line at the bottom, just like so. And we're just going to score the diagonals. I've done similar ones to these in the past, but I thought it was a really good way to use our 6x6 sheets up. Now on this I'm just lining the top of the score line up, again scoring, and then open that out and line up at 4.5, 4.25 even, not 4.5, 4.25, and then just score down to the middle where those two lines cross. Now you might find it easier to kind of measure that, but on a busy paper you're not going to notice it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that second one as well. So again, we've got our long skinnies. Like so. And with our other vertical line. Okay, so we just cut the corner off here where they intersect, and then those bits there and the bottom corner. Okay, so like so, and again fold that in and score our diagonals. It's probably more difficult for you to see, but that is just the top of the score line. You'll see it yourself. And then when we're scoring down at 4.25, your point is just here, so it's kind of about 3 inches down. Okay, so pop our scoreboard away. Let's finish with our we'll finish with our construction in a minute. Let's do some stamping because I want that to kind of dry while I'm doing the construction. Okay, so now we're going to need my pieces of a piece of Whisper White, and that needs to be 2.5 by 3 inches. So 2.5 by 3 inches. Then this one is 2 5/8 by 3 1/8 to give that narrow border. Then a scrap of Whisper White. So this one here is what we're going to stamp our main one. So we're going to use Memento. And this is why I just wanted to give it a chance to dry. So ink up our stamp. Now you could, if you wanted to, wait until it's... I'm just going to move that down to the bottom. Hopefully you can still see just about. Okay. So... this is where, what I was about to say is what you can do is obviously stamp first and then trim down to the size. I should have used my Stampin' Pierce mat for that, but actually it's worked out fine. Stampin' Pierce mat because it gives a bit of give when you're stamping. So that's my outline flower. Then I want to come in with my old olive. So I'm going to use my old olive for my spare bit. Just put that on there. And then I'm going to come in with the sentiment with some lovely lipstick. Okay. Pop those to one side. Leave that just to dry a little. And then let's come in. I don't know where I've put my pierce stamp. Oh yes, there it is. Yeah. I'm moved it to one side. I was prepping 2 or 3 projects at the same time. Never a good plan, is it? So that's now dried, is what I just wanted to pop it to one side. Ink up your flowers, and then you can just see through with photopolymer that those line up. And there we have our lovely flowers. We now have ink all over me. And I'm going to come in with my old olive here. And again, there's 2 leaves which fit. This first one fits the leaf, the kind of sepals, and the leaf on the other side. And then this other little stamp does the leaves on this side. Like so. So now we can add some glue to the back of that. So I've just used a very narrow border of just 1/8 of an inch. Oh, I will put measurements on in centimetres on my blog. I kind of forget to say that sometimes, but probably 49 times out of 50, I will do both measurements in both inches and centimetres. Very occasionally it doesn't work, so I'll only give one. So line it up there, just punch or pop it down your desk and punch out. And there we have our fabulous image. So you can just pop that up now on dimensionals and pop that onto the front there as well. So just a couple of dimensionals on that, and then slightly more. I'm putting more on the back of this because obviously it's going to be sticking onto our bag as well. Okay, so now give those a good squidge. Yeah. So yes, it's a funny old time at the moment, isn't it? Yeah, we're not quite on lockdown in the UK, but I think it's probably coming. I'm still working. I'm now working from home at my full-time job. My husband is on the railways, so he is still going out because people still need to get to and from work, particularly health workers and other people as well. So yeah, difficult times for everybody. But there's some fabulous stuff going on in my village. We've got some lovely people helping out, you know, taking stuff to people. I'm just in the process of putting together some little card care packages. So for those who can't get out, I'm putting together some packs of cards for birthdays and thank yous and get wells, because people still want to send cards, and some people are being so kind. My youngest son is still working out and about as well. He works in the local butchers in the hot food side. They have a hot food kitchen, so they're doing deliveries to people as well. So they're obviously really busy. So I've got these 2 pieces, and I've just put some tear and tape on the outside there. And you're going to line that up. Just done a little bunny ear on there. Line that up with the top and the bottom, like so. Don't do what I've done, which is tear the tear and tape in half. Okay. What you can't see is me furiously trying to get. There we go. Right, so we go, and then do exactly the same on this one. You can see, there we go. This one will just fold up now, like so. It will fold up. Okay. So all you need to do now is add some tape or some wet glue onto these bottom sections and fold in these top ones. So the top one, you just fold that crease in on itself like so, and the same for the other side. Decide which is your preferred front and add your panel to the front there. And then this is just a perfect little bag to pop any little goodies and treats that you want in. I've got some little sort of beauty treats that I'm going to pop in mine, but you could pop anything in. So just centre that about like so. Then the square we need, this one is just 2.5 by 3.5 inches, and I found the easiest. And obviously you might want to put a piece on the inside as well, in which case make it very slightly smaller. just to sort of reinforce that join. But if you're only putting lightweight things in, you're not going to worry. Just add your square of card or rectangle of card to the bottom there, like so. Pop it up and then push those sides in. Oh, I forgot to typical, I forgot to reinforce the creases, so they will. Right, pop our box together like so. And if your box overhangs slightly or your card overhangs slightly at the bottom, don't worry about it, because all you need to do then is just trim it with your scissors. So here we go. What you should do is reinforce these creases before you actually construct your box. There we go. Right, now I've got it. Okay, so then all we need to do, as you can see, is just pop our clip on the top, and we've got our gift box. So this literally, I mean, I've got some relaxation things, and I've got a little nail buffer that will just about fit in. I think I fitted it. There we go, just horizontally, and light things like that. Your box will stand up fine to that. So there we have a pair of pretty gift bags, quite spacious, using the lovely paper in the current Dress to Impress suite. So it's the Best Dressed paper, tags in bloom. And if you'd like to purchase any of the products you've seen today, pop along to my blog, follow the links, flutterbyheidi.co.uk, or pop along to heidismith.stampinup.net, and you can purchase things there. Thanks for watching. Come back and see me soon, and stay well, stay safe. Bye bye.